everyone, greetings of the day. I am Upma Sharma, Junior Research Fellow in Department of Business Administration, NIT Kurukshetra. Currently, I am working on a project titled Correlation between Psychological and Physiological Parameters of Stress among Staff and Students, an empirical study, sponsored by DRDO. Today, I am here to present a topic, a bibliometric analysis of stress on performance, status and future research directions. The co-authors of this paper are Ms. Surbhi Chaudhary, Dr. Neelam Kaushal, Dr. Neeraj Kaushik and Professor Rajendra Kumar, DBA, NIT Kurukshetra. We are living in 21st century, an era of world-class services, quality products and new innovations every day. This requires highly skilled and multitasker manpower, which not only brings high competition among individuals, but also mandates them to give their best 24/7. This increases the stress level among the individuals. Now, there are various types of stressors which can be bifurcated into two parts. One is traditional stressors and second is new stressors. In traditional stressors, we see personal issues, relationship issues, performance pressure, work pressure. Whereas in new stressors, we see social media pressure, fear of missing out, FOMO, cybersecurity and global pandemics like COVID-19. The uncertainties in COVID-19 has put both humanity and its ways of working in peril. Now, in this scenario, in the view of this scenario, this COVID-19 situation, we decided to do a bibliometric analysis of stress and its impact on performance. What does bibliometric mean? As the name suggests, biblio means books and metric means measurement. Hence, bibliometric analysis is use of various statistical methods in order to analyze books, articles and other publications. It generally works on secondary data and works on citation or references. We formulated 5 research questions to answer in this study. First is, what are most influential and top contributing journals in the field of stress? Second is, how the theme of stress and performance has evolved in past few years. Third is, what are the most relevant affiliations in this area? Fourth is, what are the pertinent keywords in this field? And the fifth question is, what is the common theme of research flowing among the researchers of this area? Now, in order to answer the first question, that is most influential and top contributing journals, we did source analysis. And in source analysis, we found out that Frontiers in Psychology, Perceptual and Motor Skills, Behavior Research and Therapy, these three are the top or highest contributing journals in the field of stress on the parameters like maximum number of documents, H-index and journal impact factor respectively. Now comes the next question, which is how the theme of stress and performance has evolved in past few years. For this we did publication analysis, and in publication analysis we did annual scientific production and country scientific production. In annual scientific production, I divided into two parts. One is from 2001 to 2010 and second is from 2011 to 2020. In the first decade, we see the average number of articles per year is around 7 and 8. Whereas if we see from 2011 to 2020, it has a substantial hike in the paper number. So here, and this is the only time where various new stresses added in our lives like social media platform and all. Now comes the country scientific production. In country scientific production, if we see, USA is on the top with 151 articles, and UK is on with 50 articles in this field. Now if we see the ratio, it is almost the first rank holder, that is USA, is almost 3 times of UK, the second rank holder. Here we can say USA is working very good or very effectively in the field of stress as compared to other countries. Now, as far as the Asian continent is concerned, only China and Japan made to the top 10 list. Now comes the next question, which is, what are the most relevant affiliations in this area? For this, we did affiliation analysis and we found out that University of Central Florida, University of Sydney and University of Toronto, these three are the universities which are working in the field of stress. Now comes the next question, which is, what are the pertinent keywords in this field? For this, we did keyword analysis and we employed two tools. One is Vosphere and second is Biblioshiny. And we found out that the result of both the tools is anxiety, stress and performance. That is, these three are the keywords which have been used most by the researchers all around the globe. Now comes the last question, which is, what is the common theme of research flowing among the researchers of this area? For this, we did citation analysis, and in this we found out that the paper, The Relationships Among Working Memory, Myth, Anxiety and Performance, written by Mark H. Ashcraft and published in Journal of Experimental Psychology, and the paper Cognitive Test Anxiety and Academic Performance, written by Gerald Cassidy and published in Contemporary Educational Psychology, are the two papers which have been cited most by the researchers all around the globe. Next is highly active years and highly cited countries. For highly active years, we found out that 2002 followed by 2001 followed by 2009 are the highly active or most influential active years in the field of stress, whereas USA, UK and Germany, these three are the countries which have been cited most by the researchers around the globe. Now if we compare it with the country scientific production, one can say that these have more number of quantity. That's why people are citing them more. But on the other hand, we can also say that these are the countries which are producing quality papers or quality productions. That's why people or researchers are citing their papers or their journal, their articles more. Now comes the future trends. For future trends, I would like to say that anxiety and stress, if we talk about these two things and the factors like social anxiety disorder, social phobia, dimensions like personality, mindfulness, decision making, working memory and emotional intelligence, these have been talked about very in a very good quantity in comparison to the performance. If we see the linking between the performance and these parameters, it is very less, and in fact some are not even mentioned. But these are the things which can be connected and which are today which are affecting a human's life in one way or another. So various researches could be done in future in these areas. And next is experimental studies and cross-functional studies. There are survey studies which we have seen till now, and there are no doubt there are some of the studies which are experimental or cross-functional, but the quantity might be increased in this area. The last is intervention technique. I would like to emphasize more on intervention technique, as currently in NIT we are also doing the same. We are using a yoga module which has been prepared by DRDO. We are using and checking the effectiveness of that yoga module by checking the pre and post data of the participants. And now we will see how effective is the yoga module which reduces the stress among the participants. Similarly, various other intervention techniques might also be used, like music and so forth. Now in the end, I would like to say that, as we all know, COVID-19 situation is very new to us, or is uncertain. There are more uncertainties in this condition. So if somebody is having any unpleasant time or is at a very unpleasant situation, I would like to say to them just one thing, that this too shall pass. Everything will be sorted, everything will be under control, but for the time being, please just remember, this too shall pass. With this, I would like to end. Thank you.